YouTube, Crown Vic Nation, what's going on? Just want to say shout out to all you new subscribers, man. Keeping my dream, my hopes alive of making the Crown Vic great again. But besides that, shout out to Bill Some TV down over there in New Jersey, my East Coast brother. He's brought a lot of traffic to my channel, and I appreciate that. So let me get started with this small update. And as you guys know, the motor and everything is all complete. I do have to take off the AC delete because I'm going to keep the AC. Like I said, everything, all the wiring that should be on, it's on there. I did take the spark plugs out because I'm going to have to redo the balancer, which is no big deal. And the transmission, I was test fitting the converter, seeing how deep it would sit, in there. I put on the neutral safety switch, and that's very easy to put on. Put it in neutral, line up the lines down there. You should see those lines. I probably showed this in the previous video, but line up those lines, and that's how you'll be able to start the vehicle. I forgot what sensor is what, as far as I think it's either TSS and output speed sensor and turbine speed sensor. I believe this is the output. One of these is something. I'm not quite sure, but they're on there. So that's all there. And as far as the vehicle, what I've been doing is I mocked up a catch can for this car. My guess, my guess is going to have some oil in it. I don't know how much yet. I mean, this car has 100 and something thousand miles on it, so I would bet that there's going to be a decent amount of blow by just for being worn and things like that. So this is just a like an air pressure line. It's pretty thick. It was a high amount of PSI, so I went with it, and actually the heat of the engine has actually molded it perfectly that it sits exactly how I need it. So this is a cheaper catch can setup, but the hoses, and if you can look how I did that, I used the ones that was there and just cut them and used them. Put a barb fitting inside of there. Glued it together with Gorilla Glue, which is what Gorilla Glue is supposed to be used for, stuff like this. So what else? Oh, suspension. I did, if you can look, I'm just gonna show you that is new suspension on both sides, control arms, springs. So this car is suspensioned out with stock suspension, nothing fancy. So that's what I've been doing in this time. I still got to get to the wire if I get some time off. And also I wanted to show, I'm not going to show it all right now, but I came up with a cool solution to because like I was saying in the previous video, you can't get the True Cool trans cooler down in there properly without moving the power steering cooler down. So let me move this out the way. So I use this as my idea, and this is an old one, so it's not necessarily one I'm gonna use, but this is just a mock-up version. So what I did is, the original placement is up here. I moved this down here, and what I'm gonna do is put a bolt through here, put a bolt somewhere on this side. That way I can mount my cooler and use my condenser. Now, if you wasn't going to put AC back in here, this wouldn't pertain to you. So that's what I've been doing on the vehicle. So yeah, like I say, just a small update, and the reason it hasn't went in yet is just timing. My job, they're losing employees and things like that, so right now they're very strict on time off. And then before some of the firing and stuff like that, the weather sucked, so I wasn't able to, my mechanic guy who helps me, I don't want to get out there to go and do it, and so I said, well, we'll just try to wait till the weather break. And the weather is still a little iffy here in Michigan, but I'm getting there. So it's getting there. So I just wanted to give you guys just a quick update. If you have any questions, like I say, just ask. Stay tuned, comment, like, the same old, subscribe, So, like I say, right now it's just a timing situation. And as soon as I can get the timing to take that week off and tune it, have it remote tuned and get it running like it should, I'm going to get there. So, in the meantime, if I can get this weekend off, I do plan to do some wiring to the vehicle. I have a nice gauge pod. Let me show you that right quick also. This is going to be my gauge pod setup right here. You have the oil pressure, and the wide band is going to go in there. There are some rubber bands that you put on there that keep it from is that on there? Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna have to modify that side, but this is the plan for it. You got your air fuel and all that, and this is going to go on the dash. And that's my oil pressure and situation. So I had another one that was a little different, but this one is a lot better. So this is one I'm going to go with. So yeah, hope you guys like my little rambling session. It's how you mispronounce words and say weird shit. But anyways, that's going to be that. And like I say, once I can get this stock one pulled out and get the modified engine and trans in, trust me, it will be done immediately. So stick with me. Like I say, make Crown Vic great again. I'll hell at you next time, Crown Vic Nation. Peace.